January 23rd does not arrive loudly. Neither does it announce itself with celebration or ceremonies. Yet beneath this ordinary date, history holds its breath, waiting to be remembered. This day is marked by a number of extraordinary events in human history. Moments of invention, defiance and extreme exploration. But among them, one stands apart. One that pushes humanity into a place no human had ever been before. Today, I roll time back to the forgotten history of Kaiser Wilhelm II. It was on January 23, 1920. The Netherlands formally refused a demand to extradite former German Emperor Kaiser Wilhelm II for prosecution after World War I. Kaiser had fled to the Netherlands in 1918 following German defeat, and while the Treaty of Versailles called him to be tried as a war criminal, the Dutch government declined, citing neutrality and legal protection. As a result, Kaiser lived out the rest of his life in quiet exile, never facing trial. This decision had lasting consequences. It exposed the limits of international law at the time and impressed how future war crime tribunals would be structured. Justice delayed and denied became a lesson the world will not forget. And if you think this is all this day holds, on the same date, 1957, inventor Walter Frederick Morrison sold the right to his flying disc invention to the toy company named Worm-O, marking the commercial birth of what the world would come to know as Frisbee. The idea had humble beginnings, inspired by people to sing tunes from the Frisbee Pie Company. But Morrison redefined the idea and came with a stable aerodynamic disc. The company saw its potential, not just as a toy, but as a cultural phenomenon. What followed was a global exploration of play, sports, and recreation, from backyard to professional competition. The Frisbee became a symbol of simplicity, joy, and human creativity, proof that even small items can take flight across generations. And if you haven't had enough of this day, on January 23, 1960, Swiss oceanographer descended into the deepest known point on Earth above, the Balliscape USS Trieste. Their destination was the Challenger Deep, the Mariana Trench, nearly 10,911 meters, approximately 35,797 feet. At that depth, the pressure was over 1,000 times greater than at sea level, enough to crush steel and implode submarine. For nearly 5 hours, they traveled downward into total darkness, silence, and the unknown. When they reached the bottom, they stayed for about 20 minutes, observing lives where science once believed none could exist. Their descent remains one of the greatest feats of human exploration, a reminder that even the most unreachable places can be touched by human courage. 3 events, 3 different paths of history. One reached the deepest path on earth, one reshaped global culture through play, one altered the course of international justice. But the one that caught my eye was the moment humanity chose to descend, not into space, not into war, but into the ocean beneath our feet. And so, today in Forgotten Archives, we descend with Picard and Dawn to the Mariana Trench, where light disappears, pressure becomes unbearable, and the boundary between human limitation and human courage was forever written. But history is not only shaped by how far we descend or how much we endure. It is also shaped by what we choose to remember and how we choose to leave our mark. Every year, the world quietly marks a national handwriting day, a day dedicated to something so ordinary we rarely notice it, yet so powerful it once carried civilization itself. Handwriting Day. It exists because January 23rd is the birthday of John Hancock, born in 1737. one of the most influential figures in early American history, and the first signer of the United States Declaration of Independence. His signature was so bold, so confident that his name became synonymous with the act of signing itself. To this day, "Put your John here" means to sign your name. The day was officially established in 1977 by the Writing Instrument Manufacturers Association. At the time, typewriters were giving way to early computers and educators. Historians and manufacturers feared something deeply human was being lost, and writing was no longer just a skill. It was becoming a fading habit. Handwriting is not just communication, it is cognition. Neurology studies show that writing by hand activates areas of the brain linked to memory, creativity, and emotional processing, far more than typing. When we write, the brain slows down, organizes thoughts, and embeds information more deeply. This is why handwritten notes are remembered better than typed ones. Emotionally, handwriting carries identity. Every curve, pressure, and process is unique. No two people write the same way. It is the physical fingerprints of the mind. Historically, handwriting preserved renovation, love letters, scientific breakthrough, and final goodbyes. Before screens, handwriting carries law, faith, art, and legacy. In age of keyboards, touchscreens, and voice commander, handwriting has become optional, but its value has not disappeared. Handwriting Day exists to remind us. It invites people to write letters, sign their names with intentions, and remember that human thoughts once flowed directly from mind to hand, without a machine in between. Empire falls, technology evolves, depths are conquered, but a single handwritten line can outlive them all. So, today in Forgotten Archives, we remember not the loudest moment in history, but the quiet one, written slowly by hand. This is the Forgotten Archives, settling the truth you didn't know.